Alright guys, today we're going to be installing this PPE transmission cooler in my 2001 Chevy Silverado. This is for vehicles with the Allison transmission. It's actually designed for a Duramax truck, but mine has the 8.1, so we're going to just try and see if it'll work on my truck as well. According to Diesel Power Products website, it will work on a V8 truck, but yeah, we're just going to install it together. It looks very straightforward. So here's the PPE transmission cooler. It is a direct replacement, meaning it's supposed to just literally bolt right in where these ones mount and be able to use the existing transmission lines. It's 3 times larger than the OEM transmission cooler, so pretty excited about that. Living in the mountains of South Carolina, this transmission runs about 200 degrees empty and 225 when I have a load. At normal temperatures, when it's upper 90s or during the summertime, I am not unheard of to sit on the side of the road for 10 minutes, let it cool down, because it hit 240, which is not ideal. So this thing is a lot bigger. It's supposed to be a lot more efficient. It comes with new ends if yours break off. My only real complaint, to be honestly, and it's mostly as a body guy and painter in me, is that the spray painted on emblem is not centered or straight. So I'll probably try to get that off. We'll see if it actually bothers me. But at the moment, it sticks out like a sore thumb and it kind of drives me nuts. But we'll see. So it's out of there. This is all that come out. Beginning to wonder if maybe part of my problem is that this thing might have been plugged a little bit. So I'm gonna try to get these old fittings off. It should come off pretty easy. I'm trying not to ruin my transmission lines. So I'll try to video it, I guess. Okay. You do need to pull these clips off your old cooler. installed. Two things. One, there's no place to put your ambient air temperature sensor anymore. So either drill a hole and remount it, maybe zip tie it, or honestly, it's not 2001 anymore, it's the future. We know what temperatures are, so it's really not that big a deal. The only other thing is if you have this aftermarket or OEM oil cooler, I'm guessing it's for power steering fluid, you have to take this bolt out because it doesn't fit right here. I zip tied it in place. I'm thinking about maybe loosening this back up, putting a piece of rubber in there and tighten it back down so it doesn't rub a hole in there eventually. But other than that, all we've got left to do is start it up, put it in neutral, check for leaks, and go from there. Just gonna top off the fluid and probably put 50-60 miles on it and check periodically for leaking again. But other than that, I'm gonna put her back together. So the grill is going to have to be modified. I don't know if you can see down in there, but that lower piece goes right into the center of the cooler. So I'm going to have to cut that off with like a Sawzall or something. Hopefully it doesn't ruin the structural integrity of the grill, but it's got to be cut. All right, it's cut off. Let's try it again. That's a lot better. All right, guys, installation is now complete. It was really straightforward. It took me about an hour, even with videoing it all. Looks pretty good. I hope it works way better than it looks, because I don't really care about looks. I care about how it works. But this is literally all it took for me to install this thing. A 10 millimeter. This for taking off the old lines. Pair of side cuts, which you wouldn't need if you're figuring out a way to do this without relocating and zip tying. Phillips screwdriver, a little pick, and then this pry tool. Transmission fluid level, it says it's full still, but I've got 2 quarts with me, and I'm gonna back it outside. We're gonna take it for a ride. 20 to 40 degrees cooler would be my hope. So I'm just about finished up driving for half an hour or more, and my water temperature is right around 185, 190, and transmission temperature is about 175. It's actually just warmed up a little bit, but honestly it's at least 20 to 5 degrees cooler than average, and it is 97 degrees today, so it's probably it would always run at 200 degrees, even without towing anything. Probably today it would have been closer to 205, 210, and it was down by 160 for a long time, but it's just finally gotten up to about 175. So I would say it's definitely a 30 degree to 50 degree improvement over the stock cooler. And I'm thinking maybe my stock cooler was a little plugged, but Either way, this was a great upgrade. I look forward to doing some towing with this thing up in the mountains and seeing if it performs as well as I think it's going to. But hopefully this video cleared up some questions you may have, or just really just a guideline on how to install this thing. It's really straightforward, but I will definitely be looking to see if they have one for my Dodge truck. So thanks for watching.